Be sure to follow us on Instagram at KBLA 1580.
Are you ready?
The station leading the way with exclusive interviews, stimulating conversation, and intellectual discourse that empowers, enlightens, and informs. Follow the leader at KBLA 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Keep following the leader.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
When I met James, he was married and he had a girlfriend, but I didn't know. Didn't know because, of course, guys lie. You know, they see a pretty woman, they want her. They're not married, they ain't got no girlfriend. Oh, they single for the night. Yes. So, you know, I asked him, are you married? He said no. I said, okay.
So the girls asked me to tap in when it comes to this sprinkle, share 7 situation. So I'm like, okay, I'll tap in. But honestly, sis, where are you living under a rock? I have to ask you that because, girl, Cher has been sending smoke alarms. She has been whistle blowing. And y'all have not been catching the signals. But she is all about getting what she wants, any means necessary. And even if that means stepping on the next woman's back to get it. So, why is this shocking? I don't know. I'm like, girl, this should not even be shocking. But for some women, it's shocking. And I'm just like, what's so shocking about it? See, I think the issue is, and this is strictly my opinion, I think the issue is that women come online taking advice from other women who show a sense of confidence, right? You listen to them trying to find yourself in who you are, but you do it in a way to where you're living through them and then you're somehow gaining your own identity that way. And that's not how it works. That's performative, it's fake, it's not authentic, and it's not really who you are. Who you are is a part of your experiences, your own experiences. And if you don't have any experiences, you need to...
Listen, she's talking about toxic sister circles. This is why you can't reconcile with the love of your life. Because you're listening... I'm sorry, I'm about to say it. You're listening to the content of a clown. You can't be with a human being who's gonna make mistakes, who's gonna fall short of you, the relationship, himself, and the glory of God. He gonna fall short, she gonna fall short. But people who love each other tend to figure that out and get back together, or they tend to do it. I'm not saying it happens all the time, but it happens a lot. But there's a whole social media culture that you got to look good in front of. Men don't have that. This goes back to my orca analogy. Women are like orcas. They swim in pods. They hunt as a collective. You think women ain't hunting as a collective? I was out on a date with a girl. What the young lady said was, oh, everybody is asking about my location because they know I'm not at home. Who is everybody? Ain't nobody got my location. Nobody know where I'm at. It was like 37 people. My best friend. Everybody got the location but me. Men are solitary. And make no mistake, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Before social media, you know who you had to face, ladies? You had to face the women in your family. If you were close to the women in your family, you had to face your mamas and your aunties. What's going on with you and Cleophas? I noticed y'all energy was off at Thanksgiving. What's really going on? Because I done seen this before. That's who you got to deal with, right? But now, not only do you have to deal with them if you're close to them, you also got to deal with your extended circle because social media has made the world so small, they gonna know when you trip up. Now, everybody in your business, you're trying to be private to keep them out of it, but it's too difficult. They got your location. I noticed you wasn't home. How you know? Because I saw your location. Y'all got a whole, I'm telling you, it's a mafia. Women have a mafia, but can I correct you guys on one thing, ladies? Don't you know 99% of your mafia is toxic? Oh, he hating on women now. No, I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. What's the difference with me saying, do you know how rare it is for somebody to be securely attached? The majority of the people you meet are anxious, preoccupied, dismissive, avoidant, or fearful, avoidant. You're going to meet 90% people. Most of those people are going to have those 3 maladaptive attachment styles. There's only 4 major attachment styles, and most people are the maladaptive ones. So what's wrong with me saying most of your sister circle, just like most of my brother circle, toxic? Men learned a long time ago, don't tell other men your business. Not about a woman. The men I'm around, we don't talk about, yeah, it was real fly last night with old girl. We don't really do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like intimate stuff. We don't talk about that. But women do. I had a girl in the studio a couple weeks ago. Girl I used to know years ago, used to work for me. This is at least 12 years ago. She's out here visiting. She with her friend. And now that she got a man and she's serious and all of it, she telling her friend about me sexually. I'm like, whoa. Women crazy, man. I'm telling y'all got something different that we don't have. We don't have that kind of camaraderie. It's weird. Let's get the callers in here, man. Ronan, Indianapolis, talk to me.
Shout out to my brother Zoe. How you doing?
I just gotta laugh because I know you about to act a fool. Just don't curse.
No, I'm not gonna curse. And shout out to Atala. We can have plenty of time to talk about cat Latin, which you were saying earlier, another time. But what I'm seeing, I'm getting understanding now because you're right. Guys are solitary hunters for the most part if they got sense, and you have women who hunt in pods. So what I'm seeing is there are so many who are looking to get props for finessing a prop. That's what it's starting to look like because they're talking about the pick me thing is like whatever happened leading to with authenticity. Whatever happened to like picking yourself first, like picking the bad parts of yourself and working on them before you're prepared to burn that guy. Because most times, like you said before, a lot of women like talk about intimate details with their friends, but how many know that the coven is sending you bad plays just to get cheap entertainment?
Ooh, keep going. Go ahead. Keep
going. I mean, you think about it. It's like where you have, and I've seen this in real time. Like some pretended to be that woman who was about, me or, just talk about all these great things, great propaganda and advertisement. But then when you start seeing things in action, it doesn't fit. Because you start looking back and seeing her mother had bad relationship advice to give because she had situations. Her grandmother was bitter. So when you see who's calling the plays right there, you can't be surprised with what's being played out in front of you.
Ooh. I'm listening, brother. There's wisdom coming here. Continue. I'm listening.
And I have seen the ones who played the role pretty good because relationship cosplay is a real thing. But what happens when adversity shows up? When she doesn't get her way, or things doesn't work according to her timeline, or according to what the Coven's playbook runs by.
The Coven?
Yes, the Coven. Because we talking about, manipulation on the bad side, they're always trying to throw something in the wrench, like he likes this and that, when they think you're simple. But when you're a guy who's either not just emotionally intelligent, but aware of himself and what he's expecting, that's why you see ones throwing a fit about guys knowing their worth and value, because you can't run those kind of plays on them successfully.
Right, and I have to address this real quick. Stay with me, Ronan. Just right here with me, bro.
Oh, yeah.
This is, I guess it's maybe it's a generational thing. But I'm sitting in the lounge today with men, and men, we talk, right? And we're talking about a dude that we have to exile because he not on code. He not on point, right? We were sitting there talking about an infraction, and what we said was, I said, bro, we should have a tribunal. And he started laughing. And it was like, I said, because what old dude did wasn't cool. So he was like, yeah, it should be a tribunal. And all he got to do is stick his chin out and everybody get an open-handed slap. And then everything is good. That's how, maybe we're archaic, right? Listen, I come from a group of men where we do not allow pillow talking with other men about our women.
True.
We just don't do that. I come from a generation where if that's your girl and y'all broke up, your ex is still off limits to me. I come from that generation of man. Now, I'm not saying any newfangled generation is a bad generation or is an inadequate generation. I'm just saying the social game rules for me was, oh, that's your ex now? Mm-hmm. Okay, she's off limits for the whole crew. We not talking to her. You get what I'm saying? That's just the generation I come from. Doesn't mean it's right. All I'm saying is, for the most part, brothers like myself and Ronan, who's on the line, solitary hunter. Solitary hunter. If I bring my woman to my whereabouts, listen, if I bring my woman, where are the organs? Where are my organs for the church? Now, if I bring my woman to my whereabouts, she done earned something. Like, if she come to the cigar lounge where I'm at, they so serious about her. If she meet my kids, so serious about her. If she meet uncles and listen, you can meet a third cousin and it won't matter. But if you meeting first cousins, Craig and Carrie and Vincent, and you meeting real folk in my life, listen, you meeting uncles, hey, you in. You understand? Women, I've experienced it. Women will let a disaster meet family.
I answer my Holocaust.
Go ahead, man. Finish talking, man. Please finish talking. I done seen it, man. Finish, Ronan.
You're right. We were talking about that. We talking about intimate circles. You have to be properly vetted because, like, you have guys who we trust, either OGs, guys who are battle tested, guys who will test to see if she's a breach of security or if their boy, who they value, has a tender pickle. and he has to be assessed.
Wait, he has a what? What did you say?
A tender pickle.
What in the name of... The voice of reason is on fire tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. Somebody said vinegar veins. What in the world? And I understand, yes. This is not psychological. I know you guys are used to the voice of reason being philosophical and spiritual and psychological, but we dealing with a lowbrow, low-level topic to me. Right. And the reason why it is to me, because this is like social media made, right? It came from Grey's Anatomy, from a TV show, right? But the problem is that programming has seeped into the minds of the masses, and a lot of people have made, listen, I got an article about the pick-me girl from CNN. So obviously this topic is in the mainstream, but that doesn't mean it's meaningful. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. No, and you're absolutely right. And it's like when you, let's say, like, again, when you bring a woman that you have strong interest in, your boys or even the guys you look up to can really give you an honest assessment. Like, look, she's a great compliment to you. You got to take her off the market ASAP.
Right.
Or like, look, brother, you better than this. This is like a part-time situation or, tax season. What are you doing? Because, like, this ain't it. So that's where we assess the value of certain people, because you just don't bring a random in front of intimate spaces and think that's cool, because you start getting the wrong idea.
Right. Ronan, guess what you just did, brother?
Probably Indianapolis back in the building.
Naptown is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Atala's in the chat room scolding me. She says, no, Unc, this is a serious topic, and we have named it. It is a demon out there, and we have given it a name. When I come forward, I'm going back to the phone lines to continue this powerful discussion.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Stay Housed LA has the resources you need to know your rights and the legal support to back them up. The COVID-19 pandemic has cost people their jobs and livelihoods. This has left an estimated 1/3 of households not being able to make rent and facing losing their homes. This is a fear no one in our community should have to face. You have rights, though, and Stay Housed LA is here to help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between the County of Los Angeles, the City of Los Angeles, and local community and legal service providers. Together, they provide tenants with the information and support needed to exercise their rights so they can remain safely in their homes. Find out more about your rights by participating in a virtual tenant workshop. Get the legal assistance you need. Find additional resources in Los Angeles County and the City of Los Angeles. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA County for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. That's stayhousedla.org. Or call their hotline at 213-694-0040. We've got your black with a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Helping to broaden your political and moral imagination with our 2024 Climate Justice Campaign. We're KBLA Talk 1580.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/beacon first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/beacon to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
Y'all gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La 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 la. Pick up for 40 days of consistency. On low Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Step into my zone, mad rhymes will stifle ya. Lines like rifles go blast when I kick some. A lot of rappers be like one-time wonders. Couldn't say a fly rhyme if there was one right under their noses. I hate those motherfucking poses, but I'm so real to them it's scary. And with my unique skills, nah, you can't compare me. And no, we don't make whack tracks. And all the suckers get pushed back when I'm kicking real facts. I represent, set up shit like a tech boy. You're paranoid cause you're a son like Elroy. And you'd be happy as hell to get a record deal. Maybe your soul you'd sell to have mass appeal. Oh yes, I'm greater than all MCs. When I breeze, give me room please. I be like fascinating when I be updating. Cutting off white kids, pulling their trump cards. I thump hard and make them say that I'm God.
Ladies and gentlemen, my playlist is my co-host. We on fire tonight. The phone lines are bananas. So you know we got to get tightened up. Y'all know who's on the line. Y'all know who's going to get us right tonight. Y'all know we've been wayward tonight. But as is commonplace, Nikki from the SIP is going to get us right on this. Nikki, please edify us with your words. I know you got something to say about tonight's topic. What are your thoughts?
Brother Zoe and the fam. Now I know why I didn't get it at first. So let's review, class. Last year, we talked about the outer circle and the inner circle. Mm-hmm. It's levels to the circles. And since you dudes hold court and decide who might need to be excommunicated, chicks do the same thing. After a certain age in life, it might be referred to as a nice older lady age, or a experienced or seasoned person. Pick me is not on my radar. I'm not saying it's not a thing. I'm just saying I'm past that point. And my circle better be past that point too.
Come on.
Okay. You're supposed to be evolving in this thing. That's why young people need elders. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about picking and choosing. Okay, we learn as kids how to pick blackberries. But it's not occurring to us when we're picking them that we're actually learning how to choose. Mm-hmm. How do I know? Because you can reach for the blackberry, but you also have to observe the thorn, and it might be a snake in the bush.
Come on.
So now you got to choose a different area to pick. So you're developing the skills at the same time. We just calling them something else. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the whales. Okay. Women whales do not hunt in packs.
Come on.
Chicks do, but not women. Girls do, but not women.
Come on.
They don't do that. See, packs herd animals. They do that for safety, namely because they have young to protect. When we become women, or if you are a secure type, I don't need an audience. First of all, I'm not hunting because that's not a female position. When you're a woman, you know that. See, that goes back to picking and choosing. What dude that's hunting, because that's his nature, is hunting another dude, which is a chick with dude characteristics? Nobody. That's why I said in the chat, they're not getting picked. They're not getting chosen. They're at home with the artificial stimulus. No. Because even if you are a real woman looking for a real man to be chosen by, you're not doing that. That's not your behavior. Okay? When we get to the introducing people into the family, back to the circle. There are people on the inner circle that you might expose the chosen to first. That's the test. If they make it past the inner circle, then they get to go to the fam, not the other way around. Because you choose your circle. Fam, you're born with that. And the fam is a deep situation because sometimes that fam ear and pull is stronger than the circle. So please understand how you conduct yourself as you move through life is supposed to evolve, change, and mature. If you are observing women who are in the hunting position, that's a pick me, red flag, because women don't do that.
Wait, no, Nikki. I feel like I need to give you just a little break because I hear your voice. Your voice is. Let me stay with me, Nikki. You got to stay with me to the other side because you are on fire tonight. If y'all not listening, you've disrespected the whole show. When we come forward, we going back to Mississippi.
I've suffered setbacks, but now I'm making greenbacks. Just like baggy slacks, I'm crazy hip-hop. Check 1, 2, and you don't stop. Your head'll bop when I drop my crop of pure bomb. Just like the seashore, I'm calm and wild with my monotone style. Because I don't need gimmicks. Give me a fly beat, and I'm all in it. Word is born, I go on and on. For you, it's tragic, I got magic like Ron.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. The University of Michigan's Poverty Solutions is releasing a report that shows home values in Detroit have risen by $3.9 billion since the city declared municipal bankruptcy. The report also shows that Black homeowners saw their housing wealth increase by $2.8 billion. University professor Jeffrey D. Mornoff says from their findings, wealth has increased a lot and fairly equitably. Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan says Detroiters who stayed in the city are seeing benefits in the form of housing wealth. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson's proposed plan to borrow over $1 million to pay for housing and other development has hit a roadblock. The Black mayor's allies delayed a full city council vote on the measure. Mayor Johnson's goal is to borrow $250 million a year through 2028 to fund efforts to expand affordable housing and boost small businesses and nonprofits. A vote now could be held as soon as Friday. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Are
you a mental health, social work, or child welfare professional? Consider a career as a certified wellness coach where you can make an impact working with children and youth. Learn more at cawellnesscoach.org. Supported by the California Department of Healthcare Access and Information.
Follow the leader. KBLA Talk 1580. Follow the leader. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at KBLA 1580. Follow the leader.
Are you ready?
The station leading the way with exclusive interviews. Follow the leader. Stimulating conversation and intellectual discourse that empowers, enlightens, and informs. Follow the leader. Follow the leader at KBLA 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Keep following the leader.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Tips to help improve your credit score in 2024. Establishing credit is an important key to achieving financial health, but building a credit history from scratch can feel challenging since you need credit to build credit. First, what does it mean to build credit? All consumers have a score between 300 and 850. You want your score to be as high as possible as lenders look at your credit score to make loan and credit decisions. A good credit score shows you have a track record of borrowing money responsibly. Remember, it's never too late to build or rebuild your credit. This segment is sponsored by J.P. Morgan Chase & Company.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment. LA's 99 neighborhood councils form the grassroots level of the Los Angeles city government. The system was created to connect LA's diverse communities to City Hall. While neighborhood council board members are volunteers, they are also public officials elected to office by the members of their community. Neighborhood councils advocate on issues like homelessness, housing, land use, emergency preparedness, public safety, parks, transportation, and sustainability. They also provide local expertise on the delivery of city services to their various communities. Neighborhood councils are open to participation by anyone who is a part of the fabric of daily life in said community. This includes those who live, work, or own property or a business. If you are interested in stepping up to join your local neighborhood council, visit www.empowerla.org. That's empowerla.org. It's time to think globally, but act locally. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Watch out! You got me!
The galaxy is safe once again.
In the pretend universe, kids play with pretend guns. In the real world, it's up to us to make sure they don't get their hands on a real gun. If you have a gun in the house, keep it locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Featuring the one and
N-I-C-E, very M-A-D. Don't ever ever think of jerking me. I work too hard for my royalty. Put lead in your ass and drink a cup of tea. Beast the red alert and kick Capri. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. I say Muhammad Ali, you say glass just clay. I say butter, you say parquet. It's alright if you wanna make a sway. On my way uptown, took the deuce to the trade. I originate, they duplicate. I praise the Lord and keep the faith. It's alright, keep biting at the bait. 92, 1 year later. Peace out, premiere, take me out with the fader.
That playlist is on fire tonight. You already know my playlist is my co-host, man. We are giving homage to one of the greatest MCs in hip-hop history, Guru, rest in peace. And of course, one of the greatest hip-hop producers in hip-hop, DJ Premier, still in the game, still cooking. And my playlist has been all Gangstar records. And if you're not, I'm a hip-hop head. I was born in it, right? But if you're not, you really have to investigate the Gangstar catalog. Trust me, you'll love it. Just trust me, right? And what I loved about Guru, he was a conscious rapper before they were called conscious rappers, right? He always had a message. There was something meaningful there, you know. And he had one of the most unique voices in the history of hip hop as well. So you should go down that memory lane and check out Gangstar. Let me get back to Nikki from Mississippi. She was absolutely in the middle of a sermon teaching us about how to pick. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Please continue, sis.
Just think about when you go to the family get together and certain family members are coming, they are picked to come. But certain ones, you won't eat their potato salad because you choose not to because you know that's not the one.
Right.
Similar in the pick-me situation. If you have young women who are assassinating the sisterhood, no, you got to go see the oracle and you being excommunicated. You got to go.
You got to go.
You got to go.
Right.
Because we don't do that here. If it's the mafia, let's keep it a buck. The mafia sends the one that's close to you to shoot you in the back of the head.
I love it. I love it, Nikki.
No, that's not how this works. And for young men or mature men who maybe are unfamiliar with the signs, the nature of a man is to be drawn to the red dress. There's nothing wrong with that. He has to learn, evolve, and develop so that once his eye is moved, then his discernment kicks in. Because if you eat my fried chicken, okay, you got to be able to tell if she's acting because she needs some affirmation from you, or is she stepping to the game like the kid? My fried chicken is banging. I came in here with banging fried chicken. I don't got to wait on you to tell me it's good. I'm just saying, food for thought.
Listen, you one of my gurus, Nikki. Hey, Nikki, I'm going to make you proud of me one day. I'm going to choose better. Guess what you just did, Nikki?
I brought the sip in the building. I love you all.
We love Nikki, man. Come on. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call us at 1-800-920-1580. Let's get her in here. Y'all see Pensacola, Florida in the building. Nzinga. Come on in, Nzinga.
Good evening. This is a great topic. What's going on, Mr. Zoe?
Yeah, you like the topic? Talk to me about it.
Yeah, this is a good topic. Well, I had to look up pick me because I wanted to make sure, because I think that term came around with the late, and God bless the dead, with the late Kevin Samuels. I think that's when that term really kind of picked up and got speed on the internet, you know, because you would see the ladies in the comments, and to me it was almost like a supermarket for men. They could go, because they were agreeing with Mr. Samuels, and it was almost like they were tricking. They could have been they were tricking, kind of like, you could go to their page. She agrees with me. Yeah, all women are bad, and you could go to their, you could go to this girl's page and possibly talk to her, and then come to find out she's just as toxic as the woman that you were escaping. So for me, when I think of pick me, I think of intention. Because when I looked it up, it was pretty much saying what you do, or I'll go in what makes a pick me, a girl who does everything for external male validation. So if you are criticizing another woman for the validation of a man or to look good in his eyes, then to me that's a pick me. To me, it's all about the intent. You will get so many views and you will get so many males in your comments if you are coming down on women a little bit, I feel sometimes. And even you'll get and for men, Derek Jackson, for instance, he got all the female fans. So I think it, because like I said, he was what y'all would classify as a simp, but it's all about the intention. So if you are doing that for the validation of the opposite sex, then you're gonna get what you're looking for.
That's crazy. You just took us on an Ivy League level breakdown of the whole pick-me culture, and you're telling me that the pick-me is the female version of the slang term applied to men, simps. So the pick-me is the woman version of the male version of a simp. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because a lot of times the stuff that Derek Jackson said, it just, to me, it sounded too good to be true sometimes. I mean, he was nice to look at. So, I would indulge. But at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, he was nice. Chocolate man, tall, muscular. I mean, I'm a red-blooded American woman.
Right.
So, of course, I like that. But a lot of times it was just like, and I would go in the comments and I would be like, Lord have mercy, or hamburger. Now, y'all know this man is full of, but I guess when you're hurt, certain things look and sound good to you. And it's just like, like, for instance, when the late Kevin Samuels, he'd be going off on a woman, and then there'd be another woman in the comments, and they'll be tagging her queen. Like, oh, Lord, like, queen, yeah, oh, you need to be married. You ain't got no husband? I'm DMing you right now. Like, and meanwhile, like, the best meme I've seen in a long time is, I can help you. And then there's somebody else saying, girl, you're worse than him. And that's what I think a lot of men ran into. And I feel for them because, sometimes men can be tricked because girls are sugar and spice and everything nice.
So you telling me,
boys are...
This is deep. Stay with me, Nzinga. We got to come forward. Oh, no, okay, we got time. I've been given a little bit more time. You're telling me that, because I no disrespect to the brother. What's the brother you was talking about, the relationship guy? Okay. I've never tapped into any one of his lives. No disrespect to him, right? Whoever he is and the work that he does, and much love to him, right? But I have seen clips. People will send me clips and it's, oh, what do you think about this? And I'll watch the clip and I'll be like, this is not serious, right? Because, listen, whenever I see unidirectional blame in relationship conflict, I know I'm dealing with a spiritual child. So if I hear in a clip, see, that man don't deserve you because he ain't got his ish together and he didn't do this right and he should be doing this, and I say, oh, so he's catering to the audience, he's catering to the crowd. And I'm not going to say anything negative to him, but then just as you would do, or as you just said a moment ago, I would feel sorry for the women that are clamoring for that. Because to me, that speaks of a wound, something that they didn't get, and so they go there and they get poured into. And I think what's really illuminating in this moment is that you're telling me that the pick-me is intentionally and consciously aware that this man has a wound. He wants to be a man, And so she'll cater to that desire in order to manipulate and use him in much the same way as the fake nice guy tries to manipulate and use women. They're not really nice.
It can.
Talk to me.
It can, and it can, because then I'm not going to sit here, because I'll say this. I'll preface it with this. Anybody who's really listening to your show and tapped in, whenever you hear something that's one-sided, you begin to feel uncomfortable, because you begin, in my head, I'm thinking, well, what did you do, or how are you showing up? Mm-hmm. That's always the first question. Even when I'm like looking at comments, and I try to limit myself to that, but even when I'm looking at comments and stuff and I'm seeing things, I'm like, well, how are you showing up? That's always the first thing. That's always the first thing on my mind. And I think that I don't think that people are being like, they're not holding themselves accountable. And you have to be careful, because, like I said, these people are tricky. They can. I saw something when it said the guy in the bar, he's listening to somebody who said, well, my father didn't love me, So, they're picking out, they can go through the comments and kind of pick you out. And then they just wind up being the worst thing that ever happened to you. Wow. Because they tapped into that wound. And it goes for both. I'm not trying to sit up here and be like, one sex is better than the other, because we got cornballs on both sides,
No, I'm listening. You girl, you ain't never cooked like this. This is an 8-course soul food meal right now. We got cabbage.
So this was a good.
We got turnips. Yes, I love it.
Because people want to be in relationships. People want to be in relationships, and I think sometimes they think, well, if I front or if I diss my, if I get around and diss my, sometimes it's like, I got a lot of gay friends, and, so when they see somebody cute, they all one time be in his face. They all, like, it'd be 4 or 5 guys in one guy's face, and they'll be kind of like serving each other, and sometimes women do it too. Mm-hmm. And as far as like the group of women, there are sometimes I don't have a problem. I feel like I'm a girl's girl. I didn't really have my mom in my life, so a couple women have adopted me, and so I appreciate that. And it's sometimes I needed the group to come around me and hold me accountable, check me. Why you not coming outside? What's wrong with you? And then there's sometimes I need to pull back from the group. So I don't look at that as a negative thing. And I hold my own. I'm my mother's only child, so I need a modicum of space. Mm-hmm. But and not even so to hunt by myself. Just sometimes I just as an only child, I don't know if any only children are listening, but that space that we need, that to recharge our social batteries. But I can appreciate the group sometimes, because sometimes that group got around me and held me when I was broken and held me up. So I can't sit there and diss the sister circle like that. I just can't do it.
Man, I appreciate you, Nzinga. This is why we did this topic.
I appreciate y'all too.
Man, guess what you just did, Nzinga?
I brought the cola in the building.
The cola is in the building. You better recognize and realize when I come forward. We're going to take our final call of the night.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
We ask seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
call your senior Medicare patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Around here, we don't believe in victimhood. We believe in raising our voices, amplifying black voices in the climate conversation. We're KBLA Talk 1580.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
It has come to our attention that a mysterious force is loose somewhere in outer space.
The mysteries of creation are there.
Up in the sky?
Up in the sky.
The moon and the planets are there, and new hopes for knowledge and peace are there. And therefore, as we set sail, we ask God's blessing on the most hazardous and dangerous and greatest adventure on which man has ever embarked.
Lord and master shall bring disaster to evil factors. Demonic chapters shall be captured by kings through the storms of days.
Yo, the voice of reason. Trust me, that Gangstar playlist will not let you down. Please check out Gangstar if you're. I mean, this is hip hop's 50th anniversary. You guys should be checking out all the hip-hop legends and classics, but tonight I wanted to feature Gangstar. Gangstar is my co-host tonight, and you know my playlist is my co-host. I have one final caller on the line, and I want to get him on. He's been on hold for quite some time. Let me get my brother in here now. Sean from Oakland, California. Sean, get in here. Sean, you there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Got you, bro. Get in here, my friend. What are your thoughts, man?
Gangstar is awesome. I love your playlist always. You know, when it comes to, pick me women or, jock sniffers, that's the other term. There's all kinds of terms, right?
Right.
When I was younger, nowadays, it might be a little bit different, when it comes to pick me, because there's so much social media and all that kind of stuff. But back in the day, it's really like, hey, as a guy, and I'll just speak from a guy's perspective, you need to determine, is this person trying to, have a baby with you? Because when I grew up, my mom told me, because my dad had 3 boys before the age of 21. You need to be aware of those who are just trying to have a kid with you for financial reasons. So, you got to be aware, people. Stay alert. And, if someone really is that hardcore to just want to be with you, it's okay to have that sex, but be careful. Be very, 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 very careful.
Sean, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in, and thank you for holding
Thanks,
on.
brother.
Listen, you guys know the rules. We start the conversation, you finish it. Listen, you might think, oh, this topic doesn't resonate with me. I'm too old, or I'm well past that. But if you have nieces and nephews and that are, what do you say, Gen Xers or what's the next one, millennials or whatever. If you have these people or these youngsters in your life, trust me, you want to be hip to some of the stuff that's happening so you can advise, so you can counsel. I've always told my children from the jump, I said, you started off as a baby, and when you were a baby, I was the absolute unchallenged authority in your life. But as you began to develop a personality, a perspective, I had to shift from authoritarian to authority to mentor. And listen, this is why our kids go outside of the house most of the time to learn the bulk of their lessons. It's because we're disconnected from their generation and what they're talking about. So I love staying tapped in, with what's happening, because I got a granddaughter and I got young. My daughter's 24. My son is 27. I'm really trying to stay on top of, the ideas and concepts that are permeating their generation so I can stay sharp in terms of being a mentor and also in terms of being a student, because they got to teach me what's happening. But we started the conversation. You finish it. You already know Tavis Smiley begins everything in the morning at 9. Well, he doesn't begin it all. Dominique DePrima begins it all at 6 a.m. from 6 to 9. But then Tavis takes over at 9 a.m. And then the rest of the day gets kicked off. But then Tavis bends the corner, doubles back, and he shuts it down at 9 p.m. So stay tuned. Tavis on the 9s. It's going to be great. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's topic. I'll be back tomorrow for my Friday with another slapper. Deuces.
Some might say that he's a dummy, but he's sticking you and taking all of your money. It's a daily operation. He might be loose in the park or lurking at the train station. Mad brothers know his name, so he thinks he got a little fame from the stick-up game. And while we're blaming society, he's at a party with his man. They got the eye and the gold chain that the next man's wearing. It looks big, but they ain't staring.